Cherokee, and other tribes. The Yazoo River ran through the land and was fertile. These territories were involved in other legislators. This later turned into a big issue. In the Fletcher versus Peck court case, the court ruled that Georgia did not have the constitutional authority to revoke a corrupt land sale. In 1795, the Georgia legislature took land from the Indians and sold it to private land companies. The legislature of Georgia at this time was very corrupt. Almost all the members of the legislature had affiliations with the land companies. The transaction from Georgia to the land companies was therefore considered corrupt and would become known as the Yazoo land fraud. These land companies would go on to sell their lands to multiple land speculators. One of them was John Peck.
Here's the land, 50,000 acres all the way from the Mississippi to the Tombigbee River. It's yours for $3,000, loud on behalf of Peck.
Good heavens, it's all mine? I'll take it.
Just sign right here.
Are you Mr. Robert Fletcher?
Why, yes, what for?
The land that you have bought has been unjustly claimed. That land, sir, is the sole right of the state of Georgia. You'll receive adequate compensation later on. I'm afraid you've been duped under the land company that was underneath this legislative grant.
No. Are you implying that there is corruption in the legislature? Unacceptable. What about our agreement?
I'm sorry, sir, but according to the legislative orders of Georgia, this land is Georgia's, not yours.
I must do something. I can't sit around here and do nothing. I must consult the advice of my dear friend.
Preposterous! You mean to say that this Peck has swindled you into buying the land? The orders of the Georgia representative told you about were not even new. Listen to this. Due to the bribery and recent corruption in the legislature, it is hereby decreed by the legislature of Georgia passed 2 years prior to the 1796 repeal. The sales and the purchases of Yazoo land to the following 4 companies: Georgia, Mississippi, Upper Mississippi, and Tennessee Company have now been rescinded. Warrants and deeds are hereby nullified.
Oh no, what shall I do, my dear friend?
Take it to the high court!
Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll take it up with Judge Marshall. He'll know what to do. I must bring about justice for my future plans.
I concur.
It is February 1810, and we're here to discuss the case of Fletcher versus Peck. Fletcher is arguing against Peck, who sold Georgia's land to Fletcher. All rise for Judge Marshall.
Thank you. You may sit down. Okay. Place your left hand here and your right hand up. Do you swear to uphold the truth on this APUSH book?
I do.
Place your left hand here and your right hand up. Do you swear to uphold the truth on this APUSH book?
I do.
Good. Now, sit up! What are you doing? This is a court case, not your mother's house.
But I don't have a mother.
Enough! No arguing with the judge. Didn't you hear about the opening song about the rulings being final in here? My word is law. We play it for a reason. Now, Mr. Peck, do you or do you not have any opening statement? If you don't, please go home.
I do. I'm innocent.
Okay. Mr. Fletcher.
114 years ago, our forefathers pledged independence for our country, regardless of...
Please quit your yapping. Sit down. Okay, Mr. Martin, please step forward and present your case properly and clearly, unlike Mr. Martin here, who obviously doesn't know how to present.
Mr. Fletcher has been denied one of his fundamental rights, his property. We must deny him of his money. Is that not why, Your Honor, the Bill of Rights was created in order to protect unfortunate men like him? Just look at his face. 'Tis one of anguish.
Objection, Your Honor. Here's a hearing to your sense of pathos.
Objection, my foot. Next you'll be arguing against Mr. Fletcher's laughter and sense of human being. I find his expression very amusing. Thank you very much. Sit down.
I am but a poor man, wallowing in my sorrow, a man that has been confused by manipulative and vicious means by the legislator to deprive me of my rightful money. I have lost $3,000 through a faulty deed that the state of Georgia has nullified.
Ask yourself, Your Honor, does the state legislature have the power to revoke a land sale, however corrupt it may be?
Does it? Does it?
It's too late. I said it's too late to apologize. It's too late. Yeah. Too late to apologize. It's too late. I said it's too late.
Quiet! Order into court. Sit down, you babbling, blundering buffoons. This is a court.
Your Honor, may we speak?
Yes, go ahead.
On your road, got me 10 feet off the ground. And I'm hearing what you say, but I just can't make a sound. You tell me that you need me, then you go and cut.
But you're not denying the fact that Mr. Peck sold the land to Mr. Fletcher during the state's repeal. What do you say to that? Is not an answer.
I heard people say that you'd be more fair in judging. You wouldn't let me speak. You hurt my feelings.
Newsflash, you've been duped. This is how my court works. They talk on behalf of you, I talk, and then you shut up and listen. Got it? Now, from what I gather, Fletcher decided to use Peck because of the title was not clear during the transaction. Now, it is my ruling that the state's legislation is conflicting with the Constitution. With the power invested in me, I say the Georgian law violated the Constitution. The members of the Georgia legislature worked to profit from the sale of the Yazoo lands by passing the Act of 1795, which I have right here. Such corruption is unbelievable. However, laws, even corrupt ones, that give property rights cannot be repealed. The land in question was hinged on an unconstitutional law due to the invalidity of Peck's deed. Mr. Fletcher, I am sorry to inform you that you have lost this case.
What?
Deal with it. Case dismissed.